praying, any power holding me, die, die, die. It's not enough. I did not plan evil for somebody. Anybody that planning evil for me, they'll use their head and carry it. It's not enough. Then that is the reason for today's teaching. The difference between you and your enemy. It will be good for you to buy my handouts because once in a while I just pick something there and teach. And this one is the difference, the big difference between you and your enemies. Number one, your enemy is consistent. I did not say the enemy, the name of your enemy is consistency. No, I said your enemy is consistent. Your enemy is tireless. Your enemy is ruthless. Your enemy does not sleep or rest. Your enemy does not operate with emotions. Your enemy made a vow. Your enemy is dedicated. Your enemy is restless. Your enemy is goal-oriented or goal-oriented or goal-oriented. Your enemy is determined. Your enemy is focused. Your enemy has no doubt. Your enemy does not think about time. That is a big, huge difference between you and your enemy. That is a mighty difference between your enemy. What do you have? You have, but you have none of these things. All you have is emotions. All you have are tears. All you have are pains, shame. No one to help me. All I have, everybody I've helped. No one to help me. They don't help me back. You feel that you don't have time. You do not have what your enemy have, and that is mistake. That is your mistake. That is your mistake. Your enemy is relentless. Your enemy made a vow. Your enemy is determined. Your enemy is goal-oriented. They don't let anything get on their way in their quest to destroy you. They don't start crying. No. Your enemy is cunning. Your enemy is decisive. Imagine an enemy. I'm not saying enemies so because we know that there are enemies. Now I'm just talking about one person, your enemy, having all of these attributes. And what you have is what? Shame, pain, ridicule, emotions. God, why? All you have is prayers. I want to let you know one thing, which I have been saying over the years. The universe, the language of the universe is vibration. It's not money. It's not currency. It's vibration. And when you have these emotions I have mentioned, you vibrate lower. Lower. And that is why your enemy will be rich, making money. Why you, with that lower vibration, will remain where you are. Look around you. Everybody, most of the people who have done you bad in the past. Now then do you bad. They do you bad. When I need suffer. They got married to the best husband. They married the best wife. They are making money. In fact, some of them are not in Nigeria. Because that is the only thing you have. And because of that, you people have misunderstood that concept of which is called God. Oh, God will come and fight your battle. One day, God will pay them back in their own coin. I know that my God is not asleep. I know that God is alive. I know that one day my enemies will come and bow on their knees. I know that one day my enemies will come and beg me. You see, I have always told people over the years that I don't like people who pray like that. I was chatting with one of my king yesterday. We were talking about the project he has in his hand. He said, I don't know if people will like this. I don't know if Africans will like this. I said, that is your problem. We are not here to give people give people what they want. We're not here to give people what they like. We are here to give them what they don't like, which is the truth. It's not your business to know, will they like it? What if they don't like this thing? Will I make money out of it? What if I don't? I told him, we are not here to make people, give people what they like. We're here to give people what they don't like, which is truth. I said, if I, as a one, less than H. is doing this work the way other people are doing it, I should have 4 houses or 5 now. But because I'm doing this work the way I want to do it, the way that is right, so that when I die, I'll be happy, face my God and answer my query. I don't have a house. You pray for people and do work for people, they make money, they forget you. They will tell you, don't worry, God will do it. Don't worry, God will bless you. People who started this work last 2 years, they have their houses now. I don't have. I'm still a tenant. And he said something, he said, but I know that God will do it very soon. Your own is going to come very soon. And I told him, don't say that next time. Don't say that to me. I don't like people saying that to me. He said, but my wife, I said, why would you pray that kind of dirty and nonsense prayer for me? That you know that God will do it. Do you think I operate in know that God will do it? I don't understand. I don't understand. Do you think how I operate is some time ago somebody said, you see all these things that your family people did to you. You see all these things your mother did to you. One day they'll come and kneel down and beg. I told the person not to come to my house anymore. Don't come to my house again. And this husband and wife look at me and say, isn't why, but what did you do? I said, what did we do? I said, don't come to my house again. Oh, you are praying that one day my people will come and kneel down and beg me. You see, that is the kind of words that kept you people stagnant. That is the kind of word that makes some people useless. I know that God will do it. No, I am the one who prayed for people and they are okay. None of them pay me tithes. Or once in a while, they would, as of that time they got it, they will just remember me. Some I'll tell them what to do, they don't do it. They don't give me money. Some of them have houses, they are building houses, have cars. Oh, what I'm good is only to build. And you're telling me God will make me get my own house. You see, when you begin to operate in this level, you will remain stagnant. What I do is to bless people. And when I bless you, I write down your name. I'll be watching you. If nothing is done, you are not doing anything for me. I see money now. Money is like money you put, water you put in a butter or in a jerry can. When the water finishes, you come back. And when you come back, I won't talk to you. I won't answer you. It is happening to a lot of people. That is the way I operate. You're not eating from your anus. You're not eating from your ear. And God have blessed you. You just share testimony with me. Is it testimony I'm going to chop? I remove my time, dedicate my time in making prayers for you so that it will be well with you. And you carry the testimony and go to your church. And you're giving testimony, paying tithe to your pastors. There is a particular family, I told the husband, I told them to be paying tithe. At least, that is my own. If it's what I gain. They don't do it, but they go to their church and pray. And tomorrow, when things hard, they want to come to me. I won't let them come to me. Because if your pastor was not able to pray for you, okay, and things became okay, jumping from one church to the other, and you came to me, your life changed, and I didn't see tithes, you are a very dangerous person, you are a wicked person. I am going to treat you as one. That is the only language I understand. Frequency. I don't understand your emotions. I'm not somebody who is moved by your emotions. Look around you, your enemy is prospering. And you are sitting there, I know God will do it. How old are you when you started praying that prayer? And how old are you right now? Your enemy has no emotion. They made a vow. And some of you just suddenly found out that somebody is doing something against you last year, early this year. And you flipped. You start screaming. I will finish him. And now, I will. And when you are busy screaming, your enemy change his or her strategy to keep dealing with you. You just know this one now. What about tomorrow? You don't know. If you think your enemy is scared or ashamed because you are finding out what he or she is doing to you, don't worry. They have changed the tactics. It is a vow. Oh, that man did me. I don't know. I can't love any man because of what that man did to me. And the man is married, living large, living wide. You vibrate at a lower, a very low frequency. And you think what is going to happen? Look around you, the poor will always be there. The wicked will always be there. And the so-called good will keep suffering. So-called good will keep being poor. Because of your frequency, which you call emotion. Your enemy has been dealing with you for many years, dealing with your parents for many years. And some of them passed that anger from your parents onto you. Most of the enemy you inherited is because of your parents. They have been dealing with you severally and squarely before you became aware. So please tell me, I want to ask you a question. How then do you believe that because you went to a native doctor or pastor and the magic will just do bang, 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 and everything become okay? You see where you are making very big mistake, from one mistake to the other. Oh, because you have gone to a native doctor, because you have sown seed, because you have gone to the water to ring bell, you think automatically what was done against you last 1 million years is just going to automatically change. Is that what you think? Big mistake. Let me rephrase that question again. So because you think that you go to native doctor, kill cow, kill goat, you go to the marine, kill cow, kill goat, go to the water, ring bell, do all spiritual work, that's your problem. That somebody pushed into your life over the years will just automatically change in a day, in a month, in years, in 2 months, in 1 year, 2 years. Is that what you think? That is another mistake you make. Somebody has been strategically, relentlessly, without any emotion whatsoever, someone who has been dedicated and determined, has been dealing with you and your family over the years, have been dealing with you and your husband or wife or children over the years, without making noise, without confiding in anybody. But they are just watching you and they are happy what you are going through. And simply that because you found out yesterday, you start screaming like a mad dog. It shows that you don't have sense. You are clueless. You are senseless and very stupid. And before you know it, you call Mama Nkechi. You call Mama Buki. You call your sisters. Hey, sister, do you know it's brother that have been doing us? Sister, do you know? Do you know? Do you know? You start making calling everybody. Screaming, trying to pull the roof down. And your enemy just watching you. Oh, she knows. Oh, he knows. He or she will change another strategy to continue dealing with you. Sometimes I say that the problem of some Africans is that the side of their brain that is meant to be used in thinking, they don't have it. It was not developed. No, it was not developed. A nation who keep thinking back, a continent that keep thinking back, remembering past evil, past wrongdoing. I did a video some time ago. I said, now that you know that church is scam, what did you do? Now that you know that religious of any kind is scam, what have you done about it? Now that you know that this and this happened, or this and that happened, what did you do about it? Nothing. You see, the knowledge of some Africans is baseless, meaningless. They don't have anything. They don't have any other thing to put there. So they know only this thing. So if you take away church, what do they have? Nothing. And with that mindset from church, religion of every time, they enter it with awakening and they expect to be paid. They expect money. They expect all kind of things simply because this is here. So if they don't go to church, how would they showcase their clothes? If they don't go to church, how would they showcase their children and their wife and their husband? So they need to go to church where they can oppress each other and let each other know that, oh, I have a car. Oh my God, you just bought a car? Oh, that is good. That is why some of you can rub it out to PayPal. And because you have found out what happens to you, what do? You run to a pastor, you run to a native doctor. I always believe that people who run to pastors and native doctor and SN1s, they are weak. I always believe that. And over the course of the years, my conviction have not changed. Oh, they want you to check why somebody is doing them. They want you to check why this person is doing them. And they cannot understand the concept of a wealthy man, of a wealthy woman, because they lack what it takes. So it's either that person is into occultic, whatever, or the lady is a prostitute. So there must be something. No, God can't do that. Yet they pray for God to help them. That is something I love about my enemies. When I used to go to church, I tell them, I love my enemies. They are the one that let me know where I'm going. Friends cannot tell me the truth. But my enemies always tell me the truth. Who you be, sir? Why they always be like, say you be somebody? Why they always... Well, my friends, even if they see me doing bad, they say, oh, mommy, I'll keep doing, oh, you are good, hey. That is why some of you don't grow. You go to where and your lower vibration keep getting lower. And people who have said, I'm their godmother, up till now, none of them have paid tithes. All they want is what I can give to them. But I'm so happy that as I was at the beach the other week, by tomorrow my fasting will change. A lot of people will see a lot of change in me. And I don't care. Pray for me. Pray my husband did, my wife did. Since I've known them, no tithes from them. But they go to church and pay tithes. Some of them were sick. They spent millions going to hospital, taking care of themselves. But since they came to me, they no longer go to hospital. Yet they don't pay tithes. And during the course of this fasting, I call back all my joy, all my glory, all the healing I sent into the life of people. I took it back. I took it back. I took it back because it's mine. I don't operate in your level. I operate in the level of your enemy and above. I am not here for you to like me or like the sound of my voice, because your likeness does not do anything for me. Oh, mommy, God will bless you, everything. How will God bless me? You carried my work and go to your church and pay tithes. You, husband and wife, pay tithes. All I have, ma, since I met you, my life has changed. But I didn't collect money from your hand. I didn't ask you to give me money. I didn't ask you to bring money. Let me go and pray for you. But you came, I tell you, do like this, everything is okay. Have I seen tithes since I met you? No. As I'm talking to you, that door of my heart, of pity, of sorrow, of pitying you, I have closed it. It's mine. There are a lot of thousands of pastors and native doctors on social media. Go to them the way you people have been going to them. You see, because you don't understand the concept and the vibration of the universe, you call some people, she's too harsh, he's too mean, he doesn't help anybody, she's like this, he's like this. And that is why you cannot exceed this level. Every day I stress myself. I push myself beyond the limit. And when some people say I'm strong, I know that I'm not strong. I'm just the lowest. I'm climbing. I suffer this my flesh. Suffer my body to get to a level, to vibrate high. And some of you are like this. Now, this is another time, political era right now, election and everything. And these people have sown seed of argument, disturbance, who will be the best and who will not be the best. And when I look across the nation, there is a lot of emotions flying everywhere. No, vote for the Yoruba. No, it's Igbo that you should vote. No, Hausa is the best. And as anger is being released, pain and shame and ridicule is being released, there are people, that is what your enemy feed on. In case you don't know that your emotion is food. I have done a video where I said, one single tears that came out of your eyes, one single tears out of your eyes can feed up to 100 or 50 to 100 demons. Just one single tears that come from your eyes. It's a big food. So what do? They must make sure you share tears always. Because they're big food. When you begin to say, hey, my enemy, who is your enemy? Who is your enemy? Your number one enemy is yourself. Oh, you can't afford not to take a bath every day, right? You cannot just look at the gutter and jump into it and start rolling. Oh, you choose the kind of food you eat. Yeah, that is good. But what goes into your ear, where you put your foot physically to go and start nagging, talking, and start lowering your frequency, your strength, your power, is worse than that gutter physically. Why do you go from one place to the other where they will tell you, oh, your destiny is going to be great? I see you being a great man. I see you being a great woman. Oh, don't you know that some of these places that you went to are where your enemy reside? And when some of these pastors, some of these native doctors, some of these S&Y sees your destiny, they will tie you to themselves so that you don't go anywhere. And you turn around and said it's your enemy. No, it was you that went there. It was you that went there to go and expose yourself, your husband, your wife, and your children. It was you who took your family matter to go and tell somebody who is not your God. And that is one of the reasons I hate prophecy and Igbo Alpha so much. I hate them so much. One of my king was chatting me yesterday. I don't know, some of you will just carry my number and call me. I don't like that yet. There's something wrong with some African men. Or they believe that as a woman, they should talk and I should just bow. I pity them. And he said, you want to come and see me? I said, why do you want to come and see me? He said, but are you not as a wine? I said, answer my question, Oga. Why do you want to come and see me? He said, I want to come and see you. There's some things I want to discuss with you pertaining spiritual. I said, my consultation fee is 50,000 naira. And he said, what? But I didn't see you write it there on your, you didn't write it on your, where I got your number. I said, no, now that I've said it to you. I mean, is your own Ibafa something else? I said, I don't know, and you wouldn't know. I don't know what my own Ibafa is, so you should tell me. Pay attention to my teaching. Pay attention to what I say. Get a handout and read. Develop your own sense. Open your sense by yourself. Get sense. My consultation fee is 50,000 naira. I didn't force you or beg you, okay, to give me money. I simply told you what my consultation fee is. All you need to do is get out. Go to another person. There are people who do it 200 naira, 500 naira. Some of you just go about acquiring consultation, acquiring Igbo Alpha. Oh, I went to there, they told me I did work, nothing happened. I went to there, they told me I did work, nothing happened. I went to there, they told me I didn't work, nothing happened. You carried prophecies on your head is more than 1 million. And now that you're starting going to native doctors and S&Y, prophecies on your head is making, it can fill a 40-footer container. And yet nothing happened. You should operate in a higher level. You should operate in the frequency of your enemy. And again, finally, you should operate higher than your enemies. Last but not the least, finally, operate in the higher frequency than your enemies. Some of you have been told you are going to be great in life. And you went home and sat down. In your poverty state, you sat down believing that God, your God, is going to open the sky and rain down money. That God is going to send you a man who will take you to the next level. And you sit down there doing nothing. Or you were told that your family you will feed your family 10 years ago, that you are the Iroko tree of your family. Today, that Iroko tree barely have enough to eat. And because you lack wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you turn around and blame your pastors. You blame the native doctors. You blame there's a one. In your stupidity, you don't know that you need to work hard to get to that level. You don't know there are a lot of hurdles. You don't know there is a lot of insane emotions that you need to deal with so that you can get there. Or you believe that it's just going to come. All you got to do is be faithful. Everything is going to come. Come how? A woman who is expecting to get pregnant must sleep with a man. If her menses come out next month, she must continue sleeping with a man so that she can get pregnant. And you have been told you are going to make it in life. You went back to go and lie down and sleep. After all, God have said it. God of my daddy in the Lord is powerful. God of Illumina Temple Center is the great. So I trust that woman. She will do it. And you went to go and sit down. You sit down and lie down. Come rain, come sun, everybody, people are just there going to work. Some sowing seed, making sacrifices, sowing seed, giving to the less privileged, dedicating their life, paying tithes, making sure things are okay with them. Or what do? You just sit down and say, all these people are fake. I was reading a comment from somebody posted something about Akwa Okoko Tiwalako. And a young man went there and typed, I spent over 350,000 for Kite. And at the end of the day, nothing happened. You are fake. I look at that young man and said, this is the mentality of some evil men. They want to hunt for what they don't have. They collected the money from me. I sold my phone. I know what I did. I borrowed that money. It's a pity. It's a pity. It's a pity. The greatest mistake you have is to think that God will fight your enemy. Your greatest mistake is to sit down and expect God to one day come down and fight your enemy. Does God take you to the bathroom and take your bath on your behalf? Does God feed you, cook food and carry the spoon and put in your mouth? Does God clothe you? And you are sitting there. I see a lot of wasted energies. Wasted whatever. I look at people who are wasted. And in that state, they become cantankerous. They become fanatics, Christian fanatics. They became fanatics in every religion. In their dirty, useless righteousness, they are hollow. They become hollow, empty, wicked, evil. Everything about them is nothing. They're just like a tree that has been hollowed out. What is inside has been removed. Because they don't see any other person to blame. They have wasted their blame on people over the years. And with that hollowness, they train up hollow children. Filled with all kind of emotions. No, all these people are occultic men. They are into occultic. That is why they made money. They're into occult. You see those girls? What is a girl doing in Lagos alone? What is she doing in the town alone if it's not prostitution? Yet, I don't understand some of you. Yet, you are the one. You were the one praying for success, for money. And when you look at people who have money, you get pissed off. You said they have soiled their hand. I don't understand. Your enemy has no friend. They confide in what they are going to do. It is a vow that they made that so long as they are alive, you will never amount to anything. Even if they are dead, they will pass your case to their children. And here you are. God, I know you will do it for me. God, I know you will send me destiny helper. God, I know I will not die in this suffering. Very dirty prayers. Very dirty prayers. Very crazy, dirty prayers. Somebody who is lazy in doing business, lazy in going to work. In fact, where they are working, they are not happy. They are not happy. Let me just go there. I've been in this company for the past 3 years, 4 years. See that girl that just entered, they just promoted her. Who knows how many men she slept with? I'm sure the way she and MD is talking, two of them are sleeping together. How can they just promote her? Me that have been here. Have you taken a good look at yourself? That your dressing is poor. your approach to customers is very, very poor and low. And somebody that brought vibrancy and color and ideas to the company, and that company sees the way the person is working and they promoted them, and you get pissed off. Okay, she wears blue eye bead. They say that blue eye bead will make a man head scatter. And you and your friends, your tiny-minded friends, you sit down and what do? Nothing. You don't upgrade your standard of living. You don't upgrade anything about it. You don't research. You don't read. If somebody were to ask you, what does this company stand for? Or this place, what does it mean? How do we do this? Can somebody give us an idea about the new marketing strategy? Everybody raise your hand. You don't raise your own hand. In your bitterness, in your poor mentality, just sat down there and said, me? I'm going to consign me. Even if I talk now, what would they do? Would they take my own? That is how low you vibrate. That is your low mentality. And because you are a bitter person, it has eaten into your liver, your kidney, your blood system, your veins and marrow, and it shows out of your face that everything about you is bitter. And that was how some of you lost your job. And up to now, you're not able to find one because you did not invest in your clothing. You did not invest in makeup. You did not invest in your hair. You are just looking so worn out, tattered, and haggard. And what do? You blame Satan. You blame the devil. Oh, you blame the landlord. Oh, they said anybody that park into this compound, nothing good happens. And with that bitterness, you infect anything and everything around you. With that bitterness, you destroy your world. You destroy your inner peace. You destroy everything in your parts. Yet, you blame the devil. You blame the enemy. You blame the enemy. This character is so much more in women. When they don't understand you, when they don't understand why we should be dressing like that. There is something I used to say some time ago. I said, what gets you noticed first? It's your appearance. Appearance got you noticed first. Appearance open doors for you, even before qualification, certificate does. What people sees when they look at you is your appearance. They take a good look at you from head to toe. The next place they look at is your face. Healthy. Okay. And the door open for you. I keep telling you, I'm from one of the poorest family in my place. But I've gone to places that people who are graduate, people who are from wealthy family wouldn't enter before I've entered. I will enter before they will be asked to enter. Your appearances matters a lot. Enter first. Then, when you have passed through the gate, what else gets you to the second gate? It's what comes out of your mouth. What comes out of your mouth? You see, the concept and the idea of wealth or of being blessed by God to the poor is humility. A very dirty word I hate. I hate that word. Be humble, and one day you will die. Be humble. All of us will end up in C-suite. Be humble. I don't understand. When the poor ask you to be humble, they're simply telling you to be poor like them. They don't know the meaning of being humble. To them, humble means even if anything is happening, you be humble. Come down from your car and be humble. Okay? In fact, throw the car key away and be humble. That is the only thing they understand. In this case, we just believe that most Africans believe that their problem is Ndiocha. It's a white. It's their pastor. It's their government. They don't have anything to contribute to where they live. Oh, they rather blame everybody. I am not exonerating the government. But you and I have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. Many of you can't even say, God used me to be a president. Let me be a president. All you are praying for, let me be richer than my brother and my sister. Let those who laugh at me come down and beg me. Very dirty, poverty-stinking prayers meant for the poor. The rich man, the wealthy man, that man that is on the race knows that until he or she cross the finish line, he cannot celebrate. Because there is somebody behind you that wants your position. That is the game. It's not bad. It's not evil. That is the way it is. It is what it is. And why to the poor, when they get up there, they don't want another person to, they just kick out the ladder. No, nobody should come. Look around you to the telecommunication companies, to the food companies, to all these gigantic companies. They know that competition is life. Competition is one of the essence of life. Look at the food beverages companies. That is why they spend billions in advertising themselves. Advertising. That is why they spend money paying superstars to advertise for them, to wear their brand. God, they are not praying to God, send me Davido to come and, oh God, send me Amotala. Oh God, send me Denzel Washington. Oh God, send me. No. They know that is competition. Competition is the soul of business. Competition is the soul of business. I see a lot of hair owners, hair salon owners. I see a lot of petty businessmen and women. They come and say, hey, I was selling when I entered that place. But another woman now, she knows that I'm selling hair. And she now came into that same line. And since then, it's like she has used juju to carry all my customers. When I look at this kind of people, I say, no matter what you talk, they won't hear you. But tell them to buy soap and oil and perfume. They will buy it. But tell them to change their marketing strategy. Repaint your shop. At least remove small money and do something. Please, if you buy weave on like 5 times, the third one, I will fix it for you. Somebody will fix it for you and do your pedicure and manicure without paying. Go to car wash. They said the fifth wash is free. But you don't use your mind. You don't research. You don't do anything. All you hold is your prayer. Your emotion. God, why? God, you know me. God, I'll be faithful. That is all they have. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I remember praying when I had it up to here. And I will be praying. I've gone to mountains. I've gone to different places. Then one day in the midnight, I tied my wrapper on my waist and I come out in the street between 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. I came out and removed my wrapper. I said, any God that will answer me, any God that will answer me, that is the God I will serve. I've gone to the mountain that I prayed. I didn't take my bath. I was there in a way that I became so dark. When I came back home, I knock at the door. My children say, sorry, ma, my mom is not around. I was so dark that it took boiling of two big pot of hot water for 2 weeks for my color to come back. That I don't have ulcer, it shocks me and surprises me. Bible school. Oh, no Bible school I didn't go to. All kind of certificates, I have them. And I said, God of the Bible, I heard you made a way in the Red Sea. I heard you did it. Come and make a way in the Red Sea of my life. Oh. If not, I'm not preaching to anybody. I cannot preach to people what I don't know, what was said in the Bible. I wasn't there. You got to do it so that I see it. 6 months later, nothing happened. I said, okay, I'll keep trying. And then one day, water. And that is the God I've been searching for. Keep coming to me. Different ways. I've talked about it. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Esther H. Marina. A lot of videos are there. And water answered me. And I've also made a vow. Any man, any woman that through their hand I will get a house. So long as I'm alive, that family will not lack. This is a vow I made to myself. The other day, I think that was on Saturday, I did a video. I said, I need a phone. That's what I used to say, I need a phone. There is something about me when somebody needs to be blessed. And I talk about the young man that bought me phone last, all the way from Ghana. No, either Ghana, one of these African countries. He went through hell. He said, if I can come back to Nigeria, if I can make money and come back to Nigeria, I will get her that phone. As I'm talking to you now, he's in the village building house. I want to say, that is this lady, I keep talking about her. I don't want to mention her name. She sells pure water, ice block. But every month she paid tithe in my hand. During this fasting, she sent me 2,000. I said, ma, please add more coconuts. Those who give are not those that have. It's those that have the mind. Those who want to go far. And you want money. You are sowing prayer. How will you get it? And I begin to find out that some of the people that I allow myself to be blessed are people who does not know what it is. Oh, you are my godmother. Who is your godmother? I have a godfather who is a king. I don't go to his house empty-handed. I go with an envelope that is heavy. Everything he's doing, I support. Not with 10,000 or 20 or 30 or 40. No, more than that. Because I put in the hand of those that have. I sit down and I listen when they are talking. And I ask myself, why am I making mistake? Your problem is that you do not have what your enemy have. You don't. Oh, my time is against. Everybody's married. I'm the only one that. Oh, God. When? I've been praying since 1945. You don't have what your enemy have. All you have is tears, shame, pain, ridicule, mistake, and no one. I don't have anyone to help me. God, why? I know. Look at that, my friend. She has committed 30 abortions. She married the best husband. Oh, God, why? All you have is self-pity. All of these emotions that you have is what is making you not to go higher. It makes you to vibrate lower. The more you keep thinking that. You see, the universe language, the language of the universe is frequency. So if you are vibrating higher, whether to do evil or to kill somebody or to do something terrible, it will happen because you are vibrating high. And that is what the universe understands. So if you are thinking low or with all this, your emotional baggages, and you are good and you're vibrating low, the universe cannot take you up to here because when fans start turning, you can't feel the air. Right? Until you pick up, you pick up, you pick up, you pick up. What happens? You are feeling the air because it is vibrating higher. And when the fan is not plugged directly to the electricity, you can use your hand and be turning it for all I care. You won't get air. But when it vibrates higher, whether you want to kill somebody, you can kill somebody because your emotions that time vibrate so high that you are fearless. So killing somebody to you is nothing. Carrying drug to another country is nothing because you are vibrating higher. A lot of people, it's not as if they don't have a charm on their body. There is something about the big men or the big woman when you see them. There is a glory. There is something about them that you can only find in lion. What is so dangerous about the lion? It's not the lion itself. It's the glory of the lion. Ebubagune Chago. During the New Year festival of my king. So as I went there, then later I think I was talking with the wife 2-3 days ago. She called me, we're talking. And she said, as a wife, people were asking me, does that lady talk? And that is me. They said yes. She said yes. So she can even laugh. I was just laughing at her. She said yes, now she can laugh. Now she know human being. Say, you don't know how. So she even followed the talk. That is a king's wife telling me what people were telling her about me. If I follow you laugh, you must be something for me to follow you and laugh. I know the pit I crawl out from. Then I did not come from a very wealthy family. That I come from one of the poorest family. I didn't go to school just for my six. Does it mean I should remain there? I don't know. You see, some of these Indian people are the most useless people on earth. Then I didn't come from a wealthy family. Should I now go and lie down and die? I didn't go to school. Should I now, I don't know. Should I be screaming? You might not have a say where you're coming from, but you will definitely have a say where you're going. You are vibrating. Look, The universe is not moved by your tears. It's not. So long as the person who wronged you is vibrating higher, you can never get justice. You might eventually get justice when he's old, when she's old, because they don't vibrate higher anymore. They might. But for you to wait, you are growing older, they are growing older. So at your old age, you get vengeance. What are you going to do with it? You know, what you guys want, what your emotions only is for vengeance. The more you want a change, the change some of you want is vengeance. I don't understand. In what way? To the eye of the universe, the person didn't do you wrong. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh God, arise, let my enemy be scattered. That is vengeance. You want revenge on who? I served my God for 30 years. My God did not settle you. Didn't you steal his money? You know stealing money. Didn't you use his money to spend on your babes? Should we talk about it? Oh, it's always good when it happened to somebody. But when the evil you do come up on you, oh God, where are you? God, why me? What is your problem? Let's call a spade now. Let us look at it critically. Let us take a critical look at ourselves. The truth is not bitter. Truth is not bitter. It's simply that you don't want to hear it. Let's take a critical look at ourselves. Please, I don't know. Network is really giving me stress. So I'm doing a video. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube later so that if you want to listen to it again. One of my queen was chatting me, which I posted on social media here. She said she's married and she didn't even believe she would descend so low to marry a man. I'm happy she said she was eating his money. He was just giving, but now I don't know. My people are telling me to leave. You see, it's always good when you're eating somebody's money, lying to the person you love them when you don't love them. You are lying. You don't love them, but you are collecting their money. And the more you are collecting their money, eventually what happens? What happens? You get married. What kind of trouble is this now? What kind of trouble is this? You got married. Or because you're collecting his money. That is wrong. What is wrong with some girls? That is some of their problem. They pray to God to give them blessing. They pray to God to give them honor and glory. Give them husband. And immediately they prayed. A guy in the street just tell them, baby, how are you doing? Baby, what's up? Somebody in their area just tell them, baby, what's up? Baby, you know I love you. Can we go out? He said, as I'm waiting for my husband, let me just get into this guy. At least now, let me just, just a friend. Let's just be going out. And from going out, you start hanging out. From hanging out, you start eating out. From eating out, you start having sex. And when the time, God, the person you prayed for has come, and the person find out that you are busy with another man, your spec that you pray for, God has bring it. And God that brought the person. And the person is looking at you, oh, this is a girl I want to marry. This is a girl I love. But you are occupied in at all, not bad pass. Eating somebody's money. And the person wait, and go. And you keep eating the money. You forgot the prayer you made. You forgot what you asked God to do for you. Because you are happy at that time. And when the person do you basketballs, you remember, oh God, why me? God, why am I always suffering? I will give man my best. Men will disappoint me. But you are the one who did. And the circle, you think you can break it? No. And you turn around and blame the devil and your enemy. Share my video. Thank you so much. Share my video. If you have a question to ask me, go ahead and ask me. Share my video so they can watch and rewatch it and find out where you made mistake. And ask yourself, do I have the qualities of my enemies and more? If you look at yourself, you have it, then you got to go higher. Coca-Cola will not come and say Pepsi is bad. Pepsi will not come and say orange juice do this or that. They won't. And some of you, I did good to him. She did bad to me. I will not. If the person is an asshole, let the person get the fuck out. Clear the person out of your way. Let him or her go and meet people of their lower caliber and timber. In the name of Kudodi, you are swallowing and eating nonsense so that there will be peace. Is there peace? There's no peace. So that they will call you a good person. You know, some of these people portray to be good person outside, but you and I know that they are very dangerous. But the issue here is that, are you vibrating higher or lower? Is that what you are vibrating? The only time you show emotions with tears and all your nonsense feelings is when you are praying. God, you know, God help me. Father, you are the only one I have. God! And you start screaming. You know, with all your soliloquizing and you call it prayer. I don't go down on my knee when I pray. I stand up. Why should I go down on my knee? When I go down on my knee, it's begging. I don't beg. I am not the daughter of a beggar. I am the daughter of a king. So I don't kneel down. When I kneel down, I'm begging. I stand on my feet to declare my innocency and say what I want. I don't go down on my knees. For what? There's nothing to beg for. Because when you bend down, your head cannot come up. It's down. So, if you don't have anything to ask me, I've come to the end of today's teaching. I've come to the end of today's teaching. I'll be rounding up with my prayers tomorrow. I'll be rounding up with my prayers tomorrow. 2 weeks of solid spiritual journey, which I went in to look into myself. I come out to look at myself and replan how I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. And as I'm praying that, I've retraced all my glory and honor that I sent into the life of men and women to bless them. I have taken it back. It's mine. You didn't pay for it. If you have paid for it, I would have left it for a year or two, as I usually do for those who pay for it. So I have taken it back. It's mine. It's mine. My happiness is some of you knows a lot of native doctors, and there's a why before you met me. I have taken back my glory. It is mine. You didn't pay for it. Okay? You didn't pay for it. So I've taken it back. You're going to be noticing a lot of changes in your life, in your marriage, in your career. I cannot be working without payment. I don't do that. In case you think it's you that made it happen. No, I made it happen. And don't forget to share my video. And also don't forget that insult is allowed. Mbali is allowed. Name calling is allowed. Trolling is allowed. I took back what belongs to mine. I took back my glory, my honor. Healings I sent into the life of men. I have taken it back. All of them. It's mine. You can say I'm wicked. That is good. Call me any name. So long as it makes you happy, it's allowed. Okay? It is mine. I took it back. My name is you. So, I have a lot of handouts. Try and get them. Okay? Try and get them. Konya lugaka. Awakening is much more than you think. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to be posting. I don't know why a network was really giving me stress. That's been raining. I hope you are storing your rainwaters. Are you storing your rainwaters? Today I started my liquid with liquid. My fasting I started with liquid. So today, tomorrow is going to be liquid. It's going to be liquid. I'm recharged fully, 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 fully. Don't forget, I'm not here to do work for you. I know be your houseboy or your servant, okay? Listen to my teaching. Follow some of the spiritual work I post here on social media. Okay, follow some of them. It's gonna help you. I've not been doing videos on spiritual work to do for this month of September because messages are so much. So I'm just writing them down. So during the course of this week, I'm going to be posting them. Okay, so stay tuned. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today on the topic the difference between you and your enemies. Enemy, enemy, that is plural. Now, if one enemy has all these attributes, ask yourself, what enemies? Imagine enemies. Let's assume you have four enemies. Four. And each of them vibrate with all these attitude and characters that I just mentioned. Now, times four. This is how high you got to be. You got to vibrate. But just like Christianity, some of you are saying, God, so my forefathers will fight for me. Your forefather is not here. You are your forefather. There's nobody in the grave. So, Esiaba on Esiaba. When somebody's talking like this, pass this way so that you can make yourself happy now where your body is wrong. When you get older, you understand what I'm talking about. My name is Yoko. My name is Ezewan Milesta H. Marina from Umuahia North, local government area of Abia State. In the village, powerful village called Amafo. Isingu. Mama no. Odo. My name is Yoko.